Sorry about that. I'm allergic to the Illuminati.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
That is awesome.
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
Hey, killer. Long time no see. Trying to reintegrate chat without being awkward after leaving for months? You're making it awkward, buddy. No, you're fine. Nice to have you back in here. Might have to shrinking until dawn, where the session start and end in under 120 seconds? Yeah, exactly. That's actually the thing that bothered me about... I was just binge watching Suits over the past week. Seasons 5 and 6. Now, there's this character who's supposed to be, if you don't know it, the cool, big, badass character. That's like the awesome guy that fixes everything, that's really tough. And in one of the seasons, they're trying to portray him as a little bit more sensitive, and he needs to go through a character change, so they need to rewrite him. What they did was they had him have panic attacks and go to a shrink to solve those. And it was actually quite interesting, because in one of the episodes, he goes to a shrink, and then you have a little bit of talk, some things happen, and at the end of the episode, his panic attacks are gone. He's solved those. So I saw that episode and thought, this is nonsense. This creates a fiction for people where panic attacks are something that you can solve in 40 minutes of showtime. And sure, it may, portray more time. It feels like 40 minutes. And even in the fiction, it's like 2 days. Within 2 days, he solved his panic attack. So at first I thought this is nonsense. And spoilers in case you're watching that episode, because that was like the first episode or something. Spoilers in case you are watching this, just while I hold up my finger, just don't listen. But a couple, so I was annoyed that was it, and I figured come on, that's cheap. And then a couple of episodes later, he suddenly starts getting panic attacks again. It was like this message of, no, you idiot, you don't solve it that quickly, which was quite nicely done. Illuminati got him, here's the Great Death. Nice. Hey there, MC2, how are you doing?
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident, I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
Really, Brayden? Whoops.
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Prague?
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
I don't know anybody who calls it Prague. Gonna try and start Skyrim today? Oh, such a good game. I liked it. Not for the game itself. The story in Skyrim isn't that good, but it's that experience. I'll promise you one thing. Your problem with Skyrim is going to be everybody's problem with Skyrim, which is side quests are basically, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Nice, MC2.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it. because ARC don't operate in North America.
Well,
They're
now.
setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Oh, Miller's following orders. Sounds like he's not happy about it. Doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing, thinks about sending me to Golden City. Ooh. Exactly. Parag. Love using the download safe file, running around Whiterun, stealing everything, causing mass chaos. Now playing it yourself is really nice. Okay, so what do we think? Is Jim Miller dirty? I want to listen to that clip again. I don't think this is true. Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. Sounds like he's not too happy about it. He's a little bit frustrated, but he's job frustrated. Ugh, more reports, gonna have to do this thing. He's still cooperating. So I'm gonna say agree.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. I think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where ARC's made its headquarters.
shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still
VersaLife.
manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they
Weren't they
saying
the
it
ones
did?
that started working on the Great
VersaLife
Death?
doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation, find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
This is getting interesting.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Okay, before we do that, I do want to check out those two vaults in the Palisade. Corporatocracy is not a dirty word. Anti-capitalist radicals will cite the passing of the Corporate Sovereignty Act 2017 in the United States, the establishment of the pro-corporate institutions such as Palisade Property Bank, established 2017, and the policy change that allows large corporations to sit on the UN Security Council 2021 show signs that the world is no longer run by sovereign governments, but by multinational conglomerates. Too real, Deus Ex! And what is wrong with that? Corporate power should be thought of as a mode of political power because ultimately corporations are the people and represent the people's interests in their best interest. No! Every corporation's mandate includes economic growth, expansion, and development, all desirable and necessary goals for the well-being of human society. And arguably, history has shown they've been much more successful at this than most governments. Let's analyze the obvious failing in that argument. One, it tries to argue, or tries to assume, and have you agree with the assumption, that business is the only proper context for human advancement, which it isn't, and demonstrably has not been so. And secondly, it tries to argue that corporations have been at the heart of the advancement of human rights. Well, that hardly that hardly needs to be argued, because that is just clearly not so in quite a lot of contexts. Okay, Palisades. We're gonna rob the Palisades because we need to go over there. So ideally, I'd like to go to the Palisades first. Check out those 2 vaults, and then we'll move on to the main quest. By the way, I would have imagined that they would have the astronomical clock here in Prague. I don't know if you've ever been to Prague, but they have the most disappointing tourist trap around, which is the astronomical clock. And everyone says you need to be there on the hour. The clock will have a little puppet show, and the square will be filled, and everybody will be looking at it. And it is the most disappointing non-event you can imagine. It's just a handful of crappy puppets come out, and they just move around in a circle, and then they're off again. And that's it. I believe it was through here, wasn't it? Learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube and brush your town to us on 40 seconds. That was cool. Are there actual... I'm so behind on chat, by the way. Are there actual, like, simple programs to solve that? Time Rubik's Cube is currently 14 years. We've all called it second reattachment about 20 minutes. Your best records? Nice. Yeah, that would be about my record, I think. Yeah, Vaden, I already did the train station mission. Taeyong, we don't have that one. Yeah, we did the train station, and we pretty much finished going into the Palisades. So right now, I am basically going in these corporate vaults. The Xbox One Elite controller is a pleasure to use, is it? What makes it really revolver ammo? I can sell that. Grip, much of 6 panels, metal construction, hair triggers. Metal construction, now that sounds good. Because I like a solid Côte d'Azur combat rifle. What? Because that is the ammo for the combat rifle, isn't it? Pro controls for gaming, you have to use mouse cube for work the whole time. I can get that. I like controllers for the lean back experience, but for some games, I don't know, I think mouse and keyboard works better. Go into vaults and have a look. Locked unshadowed access to the same vaults in the CTO of Palisade, Masaki Oshiro. Huh. Wow, so many upgrades that I can immediately start using. I love it. Combat rifle ammo, don't mind if I do. Battle rifle, don't have that. Well now. Hey there, Jexus. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Rubik's Cubes are solved with algorithms, except for a few intuitive parts. Oh, and fuck too! Feels so nice to have you all in here. Nice to have so many of you here. Really enjoy the company.
Trace program initiated.
Even as I am currently being tracked down by bad guys.
Granted.
Unlock that safe. Thank you. I'm going to be running out of... Hold on. Normal combat rifles already... Does this already have a silencer built in? Because I was thinking I was going to have to start putting this on things. Laser targeting. Let's put that on that baby. Oh, let's put it on this baby as well. Nothing can take the silencer right now. Nothing needs the hollow sight. Nothing needs the scope. Okay. And I know, I'm just making space. Okay, that one is empty. That one's empty. That one's empty. XCOM 2 is kicking your ass, even without a long war mod and standard difficulty. Jax, I really want to play XCOM 2, but it's one of those games where I'm already playing too many games.
Trace program
I
initiated.
don't see myself being able to play enough games at the same time.
Access granted.
The Long War 2 is supposed to be really difficult. Andy, this is the section we were talking about. Have the rest of their cut and file somewhere. Pages, wow. A cross-examination of St. John folks. Any knowledge of methods you like about personnel your employee? For which my prepared statement. We've already heard your statement, Miss St. John folks. Trying to ascertain the facts in the face of these very serious allegations. Human trafficking, war crimes, unspeakable experimentations on... We've seen that. Allegations only. That Beltow is even suspected of such atrocities on the word of known cybercriminals is a travesty. They are known anarchists. The source of the proof does not repudiate it, sir. Indeed it doesn't. The events of the Australian offensive are part of public record. They were being shipped to Australia, weren't they? It was war. That just makes it a war crime. The excuse was stale decades ago. Yep. Rifleman Bank Station. That's where we were in the DLC. Nothing but hearsay. We've suffered for it already. We're already guilty. It's not expected of future Bell Tower associates. Cool. Hey, that's the same guy. No. St. John folks. ST? Oh wait, that's St. John folks. So this is probably the same one, right? St. John folks. How much is this gonna hurt us? Personally, not much, but we have to downsize. Many of our existing clients will be on board. They know the same manager will be behind the new name. Many of the same personnel. It's still just Bell Tower operating. Public are idiots. Once it blows over, they completely forget the name Bell Tower Associates. So you don't think the Tarva security brand will be affected? That's what rebranding is all about. And your job, right? It is just Bell Tower. Luther St. John folks. LSJF. Taeyong Medical is re-upped as expected. Mostly the same personnel will stay in place. New uniforms will have to be shipped as soon as available. See, same organization. Palisade Property Bank in Prague has also come on board. Physical experience promotes a sense of safety that the clientele has come to expect. So indeed, this is just Bell Tower. I believe we have a Picus card now. We do indeed. Hello, hello, beautiful. Wait, what? Are they... Okay. Oh. Are these like early designs of Eliza Kassan? Or alternatives? Or morphing into things? That's weird. Add arm augmentation on the attacking men. Remove fire in the background. Mask augmented leg. Change clothes. Victim should wear a suit or something corporate. Don't use military-looking augmentations. Whoa. Whoa. That is literally changing the news to completely alter what's happening. Please add some hostile augs in the background. Need one officer without a helmet so you can see a face. Wounds on policeman. Weaponized augmentation. Move kicking leg, yeah, so that it looks as though they're scared of a weapon. Oh, that is awful. Taking semi-pro Rocket League seriously. He used to blow through Xbox One controllers, typically have 2 or 3, so when your hands get sweaty you could swap it out. Wow. Break 2 a month. 2 a month? Whoa! The controller's probably good kilo, it's got weight and feels solid. Now that sounds nice. If you're racing in Forza Horizon 3, hey, have a good one. Enjoy your lurk, and thank you for lurking in here. Alex is giving you our itinerary for Prague by now. If not, poke him soon. The appointment is already scheduled. Palisade will send in confirmation. Pick up the storage packet from Gary on Friday. I need to access some of the files on the Vault computer. It's Newsmaker. Really now. I decided to take my advice and spend a few extra days there. Enjoy the city. It's beautiful. It is, actually. Last time I was there, it was very beautiful. I have a nice photo of me in front of the Kafka statue. Because if you know, Franz Kafka lived in Prague.
Access granted.
They have this cool revolving statue there now. That's basically a face that's constantly hello, multi-tools. A face that's constantly morphing and shifting, and it's really cool. Quick save that baby.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
So, from Amelia Pousset to Maverick to Picus. We're already working on it. We're working on something here since the broadcast aired. We think a best strategy is simply to flood the info smear with rumors about what really happened. If a window here, well, confusion reigns. The more contrasting information we put on, the better. We have a whole name for the whole initiative. The AUG incident. Sounds good, right? Broken out of gravitas with just a little blame thrown in. It's testing off the charts. This thing will be huge. God, Deus Ex, too real. It's caused by a single evil man, the supervillain, Darrow. Looks well with a certain demographic. We're looking to cast a lone hero. Found long after the initial accident, possibly floating the ocean, but we haven't found anyone suitable. Oh God. Are they talking about Adam Jensen? Presence of a secretive solitary hero who sacrificed himself to save the world. The augmented were victims of some kind of conspiracy. They made part of one. Corporate blunder. There'll be some sling a tie on medical. Says they distribute a chip just to see how it works. Yeah, this is a little more real. As for our other problem, until we get her back online and in line, we're looking to roll back versions. Tech is on it. They're confident she'll be tractable soon. Tractable? So apparently her AI refused. That's the issue then. Eliza Kassan apparently changed her mind and they're rolling back for her to agree with the program. She has to be brought back into the fold and the situation to be controlled. Oh, of course, because we got her to transmit that to the entire world, and that's what they're upset about. That she was going, Bob Page? Whoa. I have a chance to examine Eliza Day. The M Initiative. Mandrake, Morpheus, Master. Hold on, this is a reference I'm not getting. Because I've probably forgotten about the name in Deus Ex 1. If I'm missing something, please let me know. What is the M Initiative? If it's a spoiler for later, don't let me know. But if it's something I should have remembered from the first Deus Ex, things gonna happen sooner rather than later. He puts on a good front, but Roman says as soon as the rest of us leave, he practically collapses. Council goes more divided. The Council, really now? Branch the Eliza program from a backup version for the M Initiative. Because what was it again? It was Icarus and Daedalus? Thumbs up across or accepting Pika Sport, augmented athletics in his anti-Aug climate, or generate interest in non-Auged sports. Control items about retribution, violence against Augs, no more Aug killing sprees, no more Aug hunts. Cinema shifting slightly towards empathy. We don't want that. Huh. Target registry code. Okay, this gave us a lot of interesting background information. I believe, apart from the Versailles vault, which is supposed to be open, and which I suspect we will get into later, we've been in Tavos? Tarvos? Oh wait, I do need to be there. Tai Young is the only one that's open right now, or available right now here, which we cannot get into, because I do not believe that we have the code for that. See, we do. So it's time to get out and get with the main quest program. That's weird. Chat is bugging out on OBS for me. It's okay, I can still see you. Does the statue also morph into a dung beetle? Nice. Die Verwandlung. That is a good reference. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It just basically is. It's a human head, but it's sliced. It's sliced horizontally, and all those slices they rotate for weird patterns. So the face just blurs and then it folds back into a face, which is very Kafkaesque. Did I just jump on your face? Also, again, that frame drop? Ugh. Don't know where that's coming from. Wait. I don't know what it is. I don't think there's anything running right now, which would break up the video.
Here's a little advanced drawing. Take it all in, if you can. All this and more in the red light district. You see this, eh? You see these moves? Sure you do. You can't keep your eyes off me. But eyes only, eh? Come tonight to the red light district, and we'll work something out.
Nope, no thank you. Oh god.
Ahead.
Oh wait, that's the direction we're going.
Would you piss off to pull this duty?
Looks like more overtime.
Wait, where am I supposed to go? Hold on. Also, I'm right back where I started with all my stuff in the inventory. Ideally, I do really need to start dumping some things in storage. I don't think I'll be using that sniper rifle, realistically speaking. Puppetry shop. That is pretty cool. Lovely. Any more funny YouTube clip of it? Really cool? Yeah, it's quite nice to see.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is pretty cool. I like this. The hacking, I mean. But yeah, Prague. I like the city. The times I've been there so far have always been interesting. It's quite an experience as well. Because we go there with a bunch of business students and visit several companies they have there. And it's interesting to see that, for example, Skoda is there. which is pretty cool. They have a pretty solid factory, and I've been